Hey, happy Sunday. So I'm back because I've had a couple of questions about how I keep my skin clear, considering that I have sensitive, acne-prone skin, even though I also have mature skin. So I was going to show you guys one of the ways that I do that. And one way is by cleaning my brushes at least every week. So you can see that this is my favorite brush, my blush and bronzer brush. And you can see that it's pretty dirty it needs to be cleaned. So I'm going to show you guys the cleaner that I use. It's right here, the SEINT cleaner. And I just unscrew the cap and it has a scrub pad. And it also has soap, and I'm gonna show you guys how I clean my brushes with this. And this does require some drying time because you are gonna use water and you are gonna rinse the soap off from this. I'm also gonna come back in a video soon and show you guys how I use this no dry time cleaner from SEINT. It's what I use in between during the week to keep my brushes clean. And prevent, bacteria buildup on my brushes, and then of course putting it on my face. And today I'm still no makeup because I'm 4 days post chemical peel, so not too bad, not too peely this time. I did a mid peel and they did 4 layers of the peel, so not a lot of peeling. I should be able to go back to wearing makeup tomorrow because it'll be 5 days post peel, and I'm really not peeling. My skin looks okay. It looks like it's healing fine. And so another reason why I definitely want to make sure my brushes are clean for tomorrow. Okay, so I've got the water slightly warm. And I am using my Cure water filter because it does filter out calcium carbonate, and I don't want that on my skin, and I don't want that on my brushes that's going to touch my skin. So I'm going to take one of my brushes and I'm going to wet it just a little bit. I don't want to get it too close to the base of the bristles. I just want to dampen the bristles. And then I want to put it into the soap and swirl it around, get some good soap on there. And then use my scrubbing pad. To get it nice and clean. And then, see how much cleaner it is? Then I'm gonna rinse it. And I'm gonna focus on the bristles down at the bottom, not too close to the top, because I don't wanna loosen the glue that holds the bristles in the brush. Okay, now I'm gonna take this one. You can see how dirty it is. It's a little bit wet, a little damp. And then I'm gonna swirl it in the soap. Pick up some soap, and then I'm gonna use the scrub pad to clean those bristles. And I kind of go back and forth, side to side, and around, get those bristles really nice and clean. How much cleaner that is. And then I'm gonna rinse it off. Make sure I get all of that soap off. And once I have it nice and clean, I'm gonna place it over here on my towel just to let it air dry. And then I'll pick up my next brush so you can see it's pretty dirty. I'm gonna swirl it in the soap, pick up some good soap on the bristles, and then the scrubbing pad. I'm gonna go back and forth, side to side, and kind of swirl it around to get those bristles nice and clean. And then looks so much better. It's a lot cleaner. It's disinfecting it, so I won't put all of I won't get a buildup of bacteria in my brushes and then put that on my face, because like I've shared, I do have sensitive skin. I do have acne prone skin, even though I also have mature skin. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of just squeeze it out, and then look at how clean that is. That's amazing. It's so good. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna swirl it in my soap. And I like to rinse off the pad in between. I'm gonna swirl it around. Looks so much better. And then I'm gonna rinse those off really well. Make sure there's no soap on those bristles. And I've been using this brush soap for half a year or more, and it has not irritated my skin or made me break out in any way. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my next brush. This is the Buff brush. You can see it's got a little bit of product on it. I don't use it as much as I use my blush and bronzer brush. So I can swirl that in there, pick up some good soap. And then this is neat because the pad just fits right over your fingers. So you can hold on to it, because everything does get really slippery when you're in here working with water and soap over the sink. You can see that really cleaned it up really nicely. Oh, cleaned it up good. And like I said, this one's not too bad. This is more of a full coverage brush, so I don't use it a whole lot. I primarily use the blush and bronzer because it gives a little bit of a light to medium coverage, which is what I prefer day to day, especially for work. And rinsing that off, and then you can see I slip it on. I like to get on the sides. And then just rinse that off. Make sure it's clean and it's rinsing clean. And then I put it over here to dry on the towel. And then I've got my bronzer brush. And it's a little bit dirty, so I'm gonna rinse it. And I'm gonna try to keep as much of the water as possible close toward this end of the bristles. I'm gonna swirl that in the soap. And then pick up the brush pad, and just swirl it around on there. Get it nice and clean. Look how clean that is. I just rinsed the soap off. Look at that, back good as new. You can't even tell it's ever been used. I'm going to do the same thing with this end of the bronzer brush. Make sure all of that soap is off of there really, really good. And then this is my detail brush. So You can see that I really like that one as well. I'm gonna rinse it off. Swirl it in my soap. Swirl it in my soap. Pick up my brush pad. Nice and clean. Gets it clean right away. I like how it has these little bristles that are closer together and some that are spread apart, so I can really make sure to hit all of my brushes really, really well, depending on the bristle density. That really got that one nice and clean. Nice. Okay. This one's a little mushier. I'm gonna swirl it around in the soap. You can see it mushes it out. This one, these are easier to do like back and forth, side to side, and then swirl it around a little bit, but they really spread out. And in between. I'm going to do the same thing with this end. See, I've got my fingers in there, so it makes it easy to hold on to it. I'm going to rinse that off. You have to make sure with the Cure water filter that when it's in the filter mode, which is up right here, it says pure, P-U-R, that the water never gets too hot because it will ruin the filter. So just a little tip if you decide to get one. I love mine. I've noticed a difference with the redness of my face. My husband has a really big beard. He noticed with his beard that his beard is softer. It's curly. His beard is curly and it's softer and has a better texture since we've gotten the Cure water filter that we use. And then I got the Jolie shower filter because Cure doesn't make one for the shower yet. They only have one for the sink. I don't sell either of those products, but I do love them. They have definitely been a game changer for me with sensitive skin. So that one's really clean. Let me see. Really clean. And you can see how dirty that one is. I'm gonna go in, swipe my soap. Use my brush pad to swirl it around, really get it clean. Okay, look how clean that is. I'm gonna rinse it off. And then that's like super clean. Looks so good. So I can feel good about putting makeup on tomorrow. See, that one's pretty dirty. Swipe it in my soap. Okay. Put my brush pad on. This one's so little, I just flipped it over really quick. I don't like the soap to sit on there too long, but this one's so little, it just took a second so I can get both of them rinsed off at the same time. And that's my last brush that I put over here to dry. I like to take the soap, it's got a little bit of makeup residue, and just rinse it out really quick. And then I'm gonna leave this out to dry. Once it's all dry, then I can put the brush pad back in and close it up. So I'm gonna put it back over here to dry. I'm gonna rinse off this brush cleaning pad. I'm gonna put it right there to dry. And then once it's all dry, I'll put it back together and put it away. All right, so that's how I keep my brushes clean and keep my skin clean and clear. Okay, thank you guys for being with me while I clean my brushes, and thanks for reaching out to ask those questions. I'm so happy to do a video on anything that you guys have questions about. If you would like to purchase the spray in between brush cleaner or the bar soap that I used today, just send me a message, the message brush, BRUSH, and I'll be happy to send you a link to all of that information. And again, if you want a free custom color match from me for SEINT Makeup, or you want to know any more about any of these brushes, again, reach out, let me know, comment brush, and I will send you all of that information as well. Okay, thank you guys for being with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day.